So when we look at women's MMA, it's not the most popular topic within the MMA space, but when we are looking at this UFC 315 co-main event, this is a fight that we have to talk about. We not only have the most competitive fight in flyweight women's history, we have the most high-skilled fight in women's flyweight history between Valentina Shevchenko, who is the women's GOAT of MMA, arguably alongside Amanda Nunes, versus Manon Fior. Manon Fior, why is she separated from the pack? Why is she the one that makes this the most competitive, the most high-skilled fight for not only Valentina, but for the division as a whole? Because Manon Fior is surging right now. She is on a 12-fight win streak. She is hungry for the title. She's 35 years old, so she knows she does not have that much time left. And Valentina Shevchenko, at this point, she still has that title reign, but she is 37 years old and she is slowing down to an extent. And if anyone's going to be able to expose that, it is Manon Fior. And to that point, I do believe Manon Fior is going to be the one to dethrone Valentina Shevchenko. Now, why is this the case and why am I so confident about it? Manon Fior through the UFC has ran through everyone. Granted, decision after decision after decision. She hasn't actually finished people, but she has looked dominant within those decisions. For example, 50-45ing Erin Blanchfield, the most dangerous grappler within the flyweight women's division. She dominated her 50-45, and there were keys in that fight that will translate into this fight for Manon to get this title. And the biggest reason why she can win this fight is one word. It is strength. Manon Fior is the most physically strong fighter within this division. She is very solid. She's tall. I'm surprised that she can make weight, to be honest. It's very impressive that she makes flyweight, and she was able to throw Erin Blanchfield around. Erin Blanchfield could not get a takedown on her to save her life, and if Erin Blanchfield isn't able to, I highly doubt Valentina Shevchenko is able to. Don't get me wrong, Valentina Shevchenko is ultimately the most well-rounded fighter within this division and is the best fighter in this division up until UFC 315, because Manon Fior is going to be able to stop those takedowns, especially through the first, the second, and the third rounds. She is much stronger. She has got a BJJ black belt, and she has got a karate black belt. Now, Manon Fior hasn't been pushed to the extent where we have had to see her on the ground, because no one has been able to get her there. That is the colossal issue, and a big issue for Valentina Shevchenko within this fight is, granted, she has got great Muay Thai, but they are opposite stances, and the fastest striker out of the two of them is Manon Fior. So they are going to be lead hand fighting, and that jab of Manon Fior is simply going to be landing first. It's going to be faster. It's going to be stunning Valentina before Valentina can stun Manon. And Manon is better along the outside. Very good at circling on the outside, away from the power hand. Valentina, she doesn't have that much power anyway within her hands realistically. The thing that Manon has to look out for is the head kicks. Obviously, Jessica we all know that is her key to victory realistically, is somehow wobbling Manon Fior to then get her to the ground. But even so, getting Manon to the ground, if she gets it there, Manon Fior is a BJJ black belt, and we have not seen the ceiling of the skill set on the ground game. So we can't just safely say that Valentina Shevchenko is just gonna 50-45 Alexa Grasso trilogy style her. I just don't see that happening, because she has to get it to the ground anyway. The biggest keys for Valentina Shevchenko to win this fight is to destroy Manon Fior's body. She's got to eliminate that cardio, because that's where the strength in the takedown defense will deplete, and that's where her ability to move along the outside will slow down, and that will give Valentina more opportunities to get that striking going. But also, when we're looking at the striking, that's where the concern comes in statistically, because Manon Fior statistically lands double the amount of significant strikes per minute. She lands about six strikes per minute, which is an insane volume to throw consistently throughout her UFC career, compared to Valentina, who lands at about 3. Now, Valentina has not had to use as much volume, obviously, because of her heavy takedown offense, which does skew the statistics to a certain extent, but that's not really going to help out if she can't take Manon down. That's where the big issue is. And Manon, especially through the first, second, and third rounds, that's where it's just going to be a nightmare for Valentina to try get her down. Manon's going to be faster on the feet, and being in that opposite stance with Valentina in southpaw and Manon in orthodox, that lead left hand is going to be landing first against Valentina along the outside as well. In combination with that, the front leg side kicks that Manon has is going to be chewing away at Valentina's body anyway. So there's going to be those trade-offs, and Manon, I do believe, realistically, stylistically, from what we have seen and her credentials, she has answers for Valentina Shevchenko everywhere. The only places that she does not have the answers is within the cardio department. Granted, we've seen Manon go 5 rounds against Erin Blanchfield, which she did look good through the championship rounds, but noticeably, obviously, she did slow down naturally. So that's completely fair, but that's where Valentina Shevchenko, she has to use that championship experience to the highest extent to make sure that she can get Manon either to the ground or just destroy her body or utilize volume overall and be the fresher fighter within the 4th to the 5th rounds. She needs to rip the body through 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and then just go absolutely, just let everything out there through the 4th and 5th rounds. She's got to be winning those championship rounds, which I do believe. In my official predictions, I believe that Valentina will win the championship rounds. I reckon she will win rounds 4 and will win round 5 as well. But rounds 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to be giving it to the one that's the faster striker, the one that has more volume, and most importantly, is the one that is stronger. The one that is stronger when it comes to clinch-based exchanges, when it comes to takedown defense ultimately as well. Manon, with that, it's a clear blueprint for her to be taking those rounds. If Manon's cardio is completely in check, I don't see any weaknesses for her in this fight. I'm being deadly honest here. I just think Manon is that good of a fighter. Granted, she's not everyone's cup of tea. She's not everyone's favorite because she does dance around the outside. She isn't a fighter that just goes ham, tries to get in wars. She has more fight IQ than that realistically, but it's the trade-off of the entertainment. But it's been delivering for her so far. And since she lost her first ever fight in her career, she's now gone on this 12-fight win streak. So she's also got the momentum over Valentina as well. And she knows, at being 35 years old, this is her opportunity. This is her chance. She needs to be getting this title now. And do I believe that she can do it? Yes, I do. So ultimately, that being said, it's going to be a 48-47 win for Manon Fior. Rounds 1, 2, and 3, she will be taking those, and Valentina will be taking those championship rounds. She will be winning this 48-47 to be the first French female champion. Now, I really hope you enjoy the UFC 315 card, and if you haven't already checked out my other hot take video on Belal Muhammad versus JDM, definitely check it out. It's just on the screen now. That is going to be a banging fight, and please like, comment, subscribe. It goes a long way for the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.